My 9 retirement disappointments. So I hate to be negative here, but there were some disappointing things from my dreams and expectations as it turned into real life. These are 9 things that I could say I was disappointed with. Now, before I get started, I went to ChatGPT just to say, hey, what are some common disappointments in retirement? See what it comes up with. Well, they came up with 6. Loss of identity, number 1. Boredom, number 2. 3, financial stress. 4, health problems. 5, relationship struggles. And 6, unmet expectations. Well, I can say I didn't have any of these. You could argue unmet expectations just a little bit. Maybe give me a maybe on that one. But I didn't have any of those. These 9 are completely different than that list. So let's get into them. Maybe I just got a little specific on them too that I think will help you in your journey. So number 1 for me, money management is still something to do. It's not all vacation time. It does take time to do it yourself, but it's not a big deal. I have not found it to be more than a couple hours a quarter. Couple hours a quarter. I go in and look at my expenses. I go in and look at my buckets, where my money's at. I look at my investments. I put things in Boldin, and that's just about all I do once a quarter. But it's still something to do. Number 2, I'm much more sensitive to medical insurance cost. I was getting a family of 6 for about $300 a month, and I'm paying about 5 times that. I'm paying a little, I'm paying for just my wife and I. Right now, I think we're paying like $12.50 a month. So I'm much more sensitive to it. It's a much bigger expense going out than, just medical insurance. So when people complain about medical insurance premiums when they're working, they have no idea. And I'm not 65 yet. I'm just 60. Number 3, I'm much more sensitive to inflation. Really didn't think about this when I was working. I retired in 2019. Inflation, not a big deal. Well, when it goes up to 6, 7, 9%, it's a big deal. And going to safer assets in retiring, I have 20% fixed assets. You're lucky to break even with inflation. So that money just, like I said, you're lucky to break even. So that was number 3, more sensitive to inflation. Number 4, sequence of return risk is real and quite a bit out of my control. Sequence of return risk is getting low returns at the beginning of your retirement, like -10, -20, -30% your first 3 years. That is very impactful to your withdrawal and your withdrawal rate, whatever your process is, than having those exact same percentages at the end of your retirement, at the middle of your retirement, and maybe even just 5 years into your retirement. The very beginning, it's a big deal, something I never even thought about while working. Number 5, taxes. Much more planning is required of taxes in retirement, much more. I've made a lot of videos on this. When you're working, you're a W-2 employee. Most of people, I was, and taxes happen to you. Now you can plan for them. Well, that takes effort. That was a disappointment. Number 6, I'm much more aware of my mortality. As a result, I focus a lot more on exercise. I don't skip. I focus a lot on nutrition. Nutrition has been just a big deal in my retirement. And I like how I feel. I like, working towards that goal. That has been a positive, but it's like there's some urgency about it. I'm 60 years old. Doing it right is a big deal. Also, inside of mortality is thinking about long-term care. When did I get old? I have to think about long-term care. Number 7, structure and routine is still needed. My thoughts about retirement is like every day, get up, do whatever I want to do. Well, that's kind of true, but I have a routine. I get up, I exercise, then I look at some news. I listen to some people on YouTube that summarize news pretty well for me. I have a couple apps that I read. But I like that routine. I still manage an electronic calendar, you know, and I have 1 or 2 events on there a day, maybe. I try for 1 thing a day. I like having 0 on there on my electronic calendar, but I still have some structure and routine to my life. Number 8, friends with health issues. I just had a classmate of mine from grade school and high school pass away. You know, now that was an accident, it was a car accident, but I've got another friend that's in the hospital with throat cancer. I got another buddy with some heart problems. He's just a couple years older than me. My many of you know this, but my mom died a couple weeks ago now. But visiting her in the nursing home, being power of attorney, helping out my parents with financial management, all that mortality stuff. Yeah, that's not good. There's no way to put a positive spin on that. Yeah, that's been a pretty big one, just sobering one. That's been going on in my retirement. You know, not making my whole retirement bad. Don't get confused, but getting old and having your friends and family get old. Number 9, keeping up with technology is harder. When I was employed, we had training programs. We had that you went to and attended. Now that's all DIY. So just today, somebody asked me to do a Google chat with them or link up with them on WhatsApp. And I go, what in the heck are these things? I don't know anything about them. So you have to kind of stumble through those things where it used to be part of my work environment. There was another, Slack. Slack is another instant messenger that I've never seen. That people try to connect with me on. So keeping up with technology. So those are my 9 retirement disappointments. Money management still an issue, more sensitive to medical cost, more sensitive to inflation, sequence of return risk is a real thing, management of taxes is kind of a pain, much more aware of my mortality, that was number 6. Structure still needed. Although I hated all those meetings and appointments at work, it's still needed. Number 8, friends and family with health issues. Don't like that. And keeping up with technology. This is Joe out.